10 minutes after I arrived at my camp spot, I realised that I had left my steps at Packsaddle. I had signal, and so I rang the roadhouse, who confirmed that indeed I had done it again. By chance, a Tibooburra couple were passing through, said they knew where I was camped, and would bring my steps back to me. I had the Jenny running after solving an electrical problem. I had the Jenny running, but hadn't plugged in the cable, and had the washing machine doing its thing. At 4:30, I received a phone call saying that my steps were on the way, and my washing was dry. At 5:50 p.m, my steps were dropped off by a young couple who work in Tibooburra. Thank you, Packsaddle Roadhouse, for organising that. I was ready to blunder on. It's the 28th of June, and it's 8:51. I don't know if we've got a way out by going forward, so we'll turn around and go back the way we came in. Looking at the weather, maybe I should have gone on and hit Tibooburra yesterday. Would have given me an extra day to try and beat the potential weather coming in on Thursday and Friday. But it is what it is. We got some we got the washing done, and that was something that needed to be done. I think there were 4 shirts or 5 shirts or something or other, and 3 pairs of underpants needed to be done, and they were done. That was my rest area for the night, just there. It's only about 5 or 6k down the road to Milparinka, and then 39 or something or other on to Tibooburra. Beautiful day again at this point in time. No prospects of rain, it says, so let's see how we go. The light's good at the moment. The sun's over on the eastern side, shining across, giving a nice perspective. It's great for video. When you're driving into the sun, of course, what happens, you've got the sun coming through the windscreen's reflecting the light, and it's messing around with your exposure like nobody's business. When it's directly above you, there's no contrast because everything becomes flat. Definitely a nice time of the day to be filming. Milparinka, Heritage Precinct, turn left 300 metres. Creek. Historic Milparinka. First town of the Albert Goldfields. See the hotel motel, caravan park area, I guess. All mod cons, satellite TV, satellite internet, open. See, people are camping in there. Information Centre. Harry Blore Memorial Park.
Crowd of people living in Tibooburra, but their kids weren't even allowed to go to school until it reached a stage where, so they had to start letting Aboriginal children go to school there. Yes, they I don't know, didn't seem to try and find out why these people, they've been very reliable.
Well, the cash register though.
I know. Well, there you go. I couldn't let your tyres down.
Well, the pub. The sign said it's open. over. Did the hand sanitation thing. Use the main door to go in, it says. And the main door is locked. So at the door you're not supposed to go in, and that's locked. And the pub's not open. So it is 10 o'clock in the morning, 10:08 at this point in time, but it says you're open and you've got meals and that sort of thing available. I would have thought that they would be open with meals and things available. So that is Milparinka. There's a lot of these little mining towns through here. Struggle to survive. As one of the pieces of signage said, the gold is here if only we can find it. Back to the main road. And Sturts Canyon, incidentally, is down that road, 21 kilometres. And that one we just looked at was a piece of artwork. It could well be that Cameron Corner is going to be absolutely chockers, as maybe Tibooburra as well. There's an awful lot of traffic coming up this way. It all depends on how far they're going. Tibooburra, 40 kilometres. I'm not complaining about the bitumen road, but it does take away from the aura of the outback. There's no doubt about that. It just becomes another road to another place, whereas when they are dirt, they have a persona of their own. Indigo Creek. Oh, this country just keeps changing. Flat, and then the little hilly bits, and up and down, and around and about. Creeks. It's gorgeous. I think I made a comment, an off-the-cuff comment at the time when we were going out to Chili Beach in Queensland. The road was up and down, and made the comment that it had more dips than a well-stocked delicatessen. It's sort of something like this here too. All the way from the hills and around and into a piece of straight road again. Flat road, flat country. Just open plain as far as you can see. Expected more of this from just north of Broken Hill, really. Look at it. Port Grey Campground, turn left. Cameron Corner to the left. Sturt National Park, and the sign on the left, Tibooburra. 107 out of the Fort Grey campground. There's a lot of rocks and things around. It's the Granite's Motel on the right. Grounds. Bougainville zone. Tibooburra beds and camping. Medical centre here. Tibooburra Hotel. The family hotel over here on the left. Corner Country Store. Any Motel Lodge. Great Northern Brewing Company there. Okay, so then things are getting better. The road out to Cameron Corner is a main road. It's an RTA road. So even though it goes through the Sturt National Park, you don't have to pay to go through the park. Not unless you actually want to do the park tracks and things. You can also cross the border at that point in time and go across the road back towards Sargaminda, which I think would need to be done with probably extreme caution. But anyway, the fact of the matter is it can be done. And then you can come back, or I can come back here, then go to Sargaminda from here. So I just got to find out where the Sturt's boat thing is. It's just up the road, apparently. Apparently Sturt came up here looking for the inland sea, and he brought a boat out with him. And of course there was no sea. So that was the end of that. That is some sturdy boat. The fact that they carried the thing here, and then it's still a pretty damn good neck sitting up there upside down. Crazy. So time to fuel up, and then we'll see how we go from there. Take a drive around the streets while we're about it. Probably won't be out this way again for a little while. Kids' playground back here, but then again, maybe that's a school. No left turn, it says. Okay. Although it doesn't look too friendly as a school either. On grass and stuff. Bit of heavy machinery around. Road closed. It's the back of that pub. Pub looks as though it hasn't had a fire. There's been something there at some stage. It's at the back of the motel units. There's the boat over the road there. I was told in the store that most of the people that are coming through here are on their way through to Queensland. So there you go. Yeah, that's the information centre in there. There's the adult purpose centre, I see, and then architect, whatever architect is. Okay. U-turn. Cricket nets. There's the school in there. I bet that's not licensed. But who'd worry about licenses out here? Just drive the thing around. Okay, I've dropped the Caravan tyres by about £20. Dropped them back to 40. I'll monitor the road from the car, which I've left at normal road pressures at the moment. So we're just going to cruise very gently. This is more like the country that we'd sort of been anticipating we'd be in most of the time up till now. those little drains that you got to worry about across the road. Bitumen patch here. It's a floodway, probably why. Black Stump Creek it's called, through here. It's a series of waterways. This is like little channels. Back onto the dirt again. Road just stretching away into the distance. Couple of cows out in the paddock looking at us, thinking, what the heck are you up to out here? Cows or bulls or something, cattle. Have a name for the hill, but it's 253 metres above sea level apparently. Unless there's one further over, that one doesn't look to be 100 metres taller than what we are. It's got to be another one a long way over. The corner I almost missed. Caravan Corner store. Straight on Statooney Gate. Caravan Corner 96. That's off this way to the left. Looks like the grader hasn't got to this section. Pretty violent back there. Not the ball is good in the Caravan, but doing our best to give it a good ride. Back there before we turned off, we were turning along between 65 and 70. The road's certainly deteriorated since then. water beside us there in the dam. Thing's full. Oh, there's water lying around here. That's the sort of stuff that you've got to try and avoid. I'm worried about going across into Queensland. If it gets too wet on Thursday. So I'm taking it that these bitumen bits are where the main water flows across, but there's plenty of other places where it looks as though it's been taken out. What have we got up here? Again, I didn't know what to expect out here, and I spent enough time in Central Australia to know that I have a fair idea what it's all about. I guess this all makes sense. I could have paid more attention to what's already on YouTube, but sometimes that spoils it for the real thing, doesn't it? Okay. Supposed to cross this or go around it? Okay, so there was a chicken track option. So those nose right across the middle. So I reckon we've got about 70 kilometres to go. It's 11 minutes past 2, so it might be time to have a quick cuppa. So this is Whacker. Big antenna out the back. Place looks abandoned. In actual fact, it looks like shearer's quarters almost. Signage is gone. Now then, what have we got here? Whacker Road to the left, Cameron Corner 60 to the right. Okay. Right, we're about to enter into the Sturt National Park. And I think we just might stop on this bit of bitumen while it's level. And this is where we just might have a cuppa. Right. Into the Sturt National Park, but we're not stopping here, we're driving through it, so we don't have to pay apparently, so they tell us. Okay. Right. Oh, Caravan, what a mess. Open the door and there's stuff all over the floor. Fortunately, it was the stuff that had just been sitting there. It wasn't anything that was a problem. Except I looked up and I couldn't see the foxtail box. So I thought, oh no. Where has that gone? And there's a stream running across the floor. I thought, oh shit, what's broken in the fridge? Well no, everything's alright in the fridge. The fridge is still working, thank goodness for that. But no, the toilet had dislodged itself and it splashed its innards into the out, and of course they've flowed out underneath the fridge through the where the pump is, water pump is. So I got to get down and clean that again. The foxtail box, I thought, where the hell is it? I reached up, I couldn't feel it, I couldn't see it. I thought, well, it must have come out and landed on the chair and then bounced into the box underneath it from there. No, nowhere to be seen. So I started really reaching in and up in the space where it is. Now that space, as it turns out, is quite a decent sized cabin. And the box had turned itself around and it slid to the back and turned around and was facing backwards. All the wiring and everything is still in it. I assume it's all done up tight. We'll find out tonight, I suppose. So, of course, it was a matter of securing that somehow a little better. Now I've got a bed spring that's been floating around that we haven't put back on under the bed, and it is wide enough to fit behind the fascia on either sides of the hole where the foxtail box is. So a bit of manoeuvring, I got that in behind there and I'll jam that across, and there's no way the box is going to fall out now. So it'll just float around on the top there, although I think I've secured it down for the time being. Yeah, so that was that. Then I looked, and bloody Droopy's just sitting up there looking down on the mess. Yep, he hadn't fallen off again. Only place he's ever fallen off has been on the Great Eastern Highway. Crazy. Anyway, so I assume that all happened with that first bump as we left Tibooburra, and of course I didn't check at that point in time. I let the tyres down, but I didn't check on inside the caravan, which I should have done. Anyway, you can't unwind what's been wound, so I suppose you can actually. No, you can't go backwards. So basically it was a matter of, okay, let's clean up what we've got there and continue on. This is what we're doing. To the right of us is Sturt's Desert. To the left is Lecky Desert. I was there for probably about 5 or 10 minutes longer than I wanted to be, but then again I had to clean up, didn't I? So it's about 10 past 3, or it's approaching 10 past, it's 2 minutes past 3. I really haven't found anywhere where you can camp on the sides of the road so far. But see what happens when we get the Caravan corner if we get there this afternoon. It's still about 50k away, 55k, something like that. So I'd say we won't get there much before 5, maybe. Yeah, this is a national park, so I don't know whether the graders going to be working on this section or not. It's a matter of taking it easy. This is all sandhill country through here. This is Sandhill Ridge over there. When we have a look at the map, it's just a heap of sand hills. The corner's soon to be where a lot of the severe corrugations are, probably because people are travelling quickly, trying to get over the top of it. They go in the corner, then they create more problem, dig up the road more. Well, we're getting close to the Fort Grey camp area. It's national park, so you've got to pay to go in there and got to do it online before you come out here. I reckon we're still 35 kilometres or thereabouts from Caravan corner. It's 3:30. The road's not really in good shape. It's certainly gone through, well, no, it hasn't been through the national park, but I suppose didn't expect it to be through the national park either, but after we did that initial turn off, or when the road changed direction, from there on it's been pretty ordinary. Wild Deserts Field Station. It's Fort Grey in there. By the looks of things. So Fort Grey is, the campground is 800 metres to the right, and Lake Penaroo Walk is 900 metres to the right. So I've been on the road for 3 hours and 15 minutes since we left Tibooburra, well, since we stopped that first time after the caravan thing. At that time we've done something like 115 kilometres, and we stopped, but we did stop for a while doing for a cuppa. So it's slow going, but then it's slow going because we're choosing to do it slow. I had chosen to do this with the highway tyre pressures, but there was a reason for doing that. That was for me to know for sure how badly corrugated it was to protect the caravan. The caravan, I'd let those tyres down. But now I've got a better idea of what we're doing. And I'm not helping the track at all by running at those pressures either. There goes another one. So basically I've now let my tyre pressures down a bit more. They're down to around about 34, 35. Running up over 40. I think they built up to about 44 or something like that. Feels a little better in here now. Maybe could have dropped them a bit further, but caravan tyres are running at 40. I've dropped them down from 55 or thereabouts. Corrugation's the one thing, but that first big dip, that was the one that, I think unsettled everything in the caravan to start with. And then of course the corrugation since then had just stopped sliding around, so it was always going to happen. Can't go up around the outside because there's a left-hand bend and a crest. Having looked over that side of the road, it's no better than this side anyway, it's pretty bad. Middle road, and the middle road is closed, which they told me was going to be the case. Not that we're going down it anyway, but oh, this road's even rougher than some of the main roads I've bloody been on. Well, that's been pretty ordinary. The ridge of sandhills, they just keep coming. And it gets rougher as you go over them now. Because they've put this blue metal shit down, which we were talking about back at the Gawler Range. Sort of attracts itself to itself and creates these little hillocks, or little waves or whatever. But then I wonder whether people just tramp their foot going up over them anyway, which they shouldn't need to, because it's a solid road, it's not solid sand, but by doing that creating the corrugations. There hasn't been one place you could really stop and camp through here, except maybe in the middle of that lake. Yeah, you wouldn't want to do that. The thing being is, of course, you're in a national park, so you're not allowed to stop and camp anyway. But there's no rest areas, there's nothing. Okay, so Fortville Gate is straight on and Cameron Corner is to the left. Now the Fortville Gate will take you through into Queensland, I believe. What did that say? So it's 22 to Cameron Corner via the Dunes Scenic Drive. The Cameron Corner Road takes us to the Fortville Gate and then across to Cameron Corner, which is 37 kilometres. I'm going to take a punt on the Dunes Scenic Drive, I think. It seems most people go this way. So then, what does it say here? That's 60 for the next 22 kilometres, yeah, right. Tourist ride developed by National Parks and Wildlife Service. If you go crash zone for the next 22 kilometres, keep left, rough surface, yeah, rough surface alright, reduce speed. Okay. We haven't been up to 60 kilometres now for ages. And it's 6 minutes past 4. Looks as though the grader's been over this just recently. Dunes are like big corrugations. Black piece of ground and then up over a dune and back down onto another little black piece of ground, and that's the way it goes. Idiot. Driving like a bat out of hell, 60 kilometres an hour. There's a structure up there, there's a black pig thing there, whatever that's all about. No use area only, no camping. Wild Deserts visitor area is apparently due for completion early 2021. It's June, end of June. Not done yet. Yeah, what have we got here? Oh, I see. Wildlife deterrent, I see. Oh, I see. That's what it's all about. Oh, I think the grader forgot this piece of road. So that wasn't a black pig, it was a bandicoot. That bloody big one too, what's more. Probably got a lake of some sort over there. Mind you, there's looks like lakes everywhere here according to the GPS at the moment. They're over on the left, that one was on the right, that's marshland sort of thing. And we're almost now over the top of this brow. We should be at Caravan corner. Almost. Gate. There we go. One of those marsupial things. Police border control. This is the dog fence that stretches from the coast down here. Bowles Bay or somewhere. It goes right across the country, about 5,000 kilometres or something like that. Now the interesting thing here is you've got to go into South Australia and then into Queensland, supposedly. South Australia, Caravan corner to the right. I see, okay. There it is over there, right. Border crossing ahead, no livestock permitted in Queensland without permission, contact. See, welcome to Queensland. Visitor information. Awkward little situation. And there's the police vehicle waiting for us. Good, mate. Yourself?
Good. Go past. Come in Queensland.
Yep. Well, so where are you actually stationed?
Charleville.
All right. So
800 k's away.
just duck out for the morning, do it for the day, do you?
Yeah, I'm out here for
Good one.
Right, mate.
Good on you. Thank you.
Have a good day.
What's up? Right. So we're now in Queensland. you enjoyed this video, there's over 200 more just like it on this channel. Subscribe and hit the notification bell and we'll let you know when our next video is available. If you liked this video, hit the like button. And if you weren't that impressed, please don't hit the dislike button. Instead, tell us why, so that we can do something about it. Thanks for watching.